I am not giving up. Look at all them peppers on that plant. This is crazy. Oh, darn. Baby, I planted them. They came up. They ate them again. And that is why. Look at all of them. We got a hornworm is what we got. This a mess. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. And today I want to give you a few homestead updates, and we are also going to do a walkthrough, somewhat of a garden tour, because some things have changed. So if you saw my community section earlier this week, I want to say Monday, my chickens got attacked. This is what, the second time this year, I think, starting in February. And then I had one that got fly strike, and I had to take her to the vet last week or week before last, I think, and she did not make it. I had to call one of my chickens that I have had for 5 years. And so, in case you did not see the community section, the chicken that you see behind me that is free roaming, the only time you've ever seen them free roam, because I've always had way too many for them to free roam. They would have ruined my garden. She is now a free roamer. She is also probably going to be an indoor chicken. Can y'all see her? She's probably going to be an indoor chicken where I bring her in at night. That's what I've been doing all week. I bring her in at night and I let her out during the day. I'm probably going to move the coop right here so that she can go in and out like if it rains or something. And then at night she will come inside and go into the homesteading room. The 4 teenage chickens that we have, I was able to get them into a new home, a space where they can free roam out in the country. So I'm very happy about that. I know that they're with someone who's going to care about them. I know that they're with someone who's going to take care of them. And they got 13 acres of land to roam and free roam on. So the teenage chickens are gone. I need to address that I am not giving up. I keep seeing comments that say, don't give up on your chickens or do this or do that. I'm not giving up. However, I do need a break. And I think I put that in my post that like I need a break because this year has been devastating. I have kept chickens for 5 years, and this year has been by far the most devastating because of animal attacks. I need a break from it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not giving up. I'm going to find a better build. I'm not going to do that right now because I need a break. My heart needs a break. So to everyone who's saying don't give up, I'm not giving up. To everybody's telling me what I can do, I'm sure there are things that I can do. I'm not going to do them right now. And I know that your comments are meant to be helpful, but I need to take a break. And so that's where we are with that. We have the one chicken left. Her name is Brooklyn. So if you're new here, you got that spiel and you don't even know who I am. I am Asia. I garden in zone 7B in my urban backyard. Pretty much my entire backyard is a garden now. I grow in raised beds. I grow in bags. I grow in ground and no dig. I grow in green stalks. I grow in greenhouses, and I grow up. I never really say that, but I do a lot of vertical growing, although my trellises don't look very good this year. Anyway, that's who I am. Tell me in the comments who you are. Are you new to gardening? Have you been gardening for years? And if you have a channel, drop your channel just so other people can come and check you out. This is my son. Give me 1 sec. So I've been doing a lot of moving around. That was my son. I need some papers. I can't possibly pick them up. I did it yesterday and I was not happy. I'm also aging, if you're new here. Also, this is not my normal content, but I'm still feeling away, y'all. I'm still feeling away and I'm human. A lot of people said that like you human, so it is what it is. Also, I think that once we get out here and start moving around and stuff that I will feel better. But anyway, yeah, let's do a walkthrough. I did some changes. The orchard is gone. If you did not see, that's something you might not know. If you didn't see my community post, the orchard is gone. Let's start walking around. It's not gonna be a very long garden tour either because it's been raining for days, which we need. We need it. It's been hot and just dry. So we needed that, and I feel like it's gonna start raining while we're trying to get through this garden tour. I'm really just gonna show y'all the changes, the things that have grown, stuff like that in this garden tour. Not a full like garden tour. Like I said, it's more of a walkthrough, honestly, of the things that have changed. But we're still gonna go in the main garden because nothing really changed in there. But I know people like to see it. All right, so we only now have 3 green stalks over here. It's really hard for me to get out this door. Or not hard, but it wasn't like easy as just walking out the door and walking out into the yard. So we have 3 green stalks right here now. I also put the lemon one here, and I'm going to make this one of the greens, like it's gonna be mixed with kale and collards in here so I can walk out the door and get them if I want to. And then of course, that's always what the herb green stalks were for. That's what those are, herb green stalks. Right here, you can see we are like light on green stalks. Oh, and everything is going to be on pavers. These were extra pavers. So these are 12 by 12, it's 4 of them. They were extras. If you remember, they were right here walking into the greenhouse, but I'm sure I'm gonna do something different. So I decided save my money on getting pavers right now and use those to sit a few of them on. So yeah, we're a little light on green stalks, but I also measured out the new greenhouse. When all of this rain stops, I'm gonna start trying to build this. And surprisingly enough, I'm going to try to build it myself. I hate building things. It is raining, but it's just drizzling, so I'm gonna keep moving. I hate building things, right? I just want chickens back. If I can't find somebody to do it, I have to be okay doing this stuff myself. Maybe getting a little bit of help. And when I say find somebody to do it, my sister's boyfriend will help me with anything, but I gotta have the idea. You know what I mean? I gotta tell him what I want, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna try and start it by myself. Y'all know I hate it, but I'm going to try and do it by myself. So I went ahead and measured this out. So that's what the stakes are. So I wanted to know what space the greenhouse would take up. This is the space the greenhouse will take up. It's 6.5 by 6.5. This green stalk is gonna come a little bit further to the front to match right here, really. Also, we got a lot of extra walking space now. I like that. I think we needed that, or we. I'm saying we, is more me, but I needed that space because if I do bring the gorilla cart to the front in order to get things back here, it was a real hassle to get it through with the green stalk so close to the walkway. So that worked out well. Y'all, look at this. These are the big Berthas, y'all. Look at all them peppers on that plant. This is nice. I will definitely be saving seeds. That's another big Bertha right there. Definitely be saving seeds. This one has a bunch of flowers on it, if you can see it. So basically this one is full of big Berthas. The chicken was eating my Swiss chard. So either it'll grow back or it won't. It's not a big deal. I have a Swiss chard elsewhere. Flower green stalk right here. We moved that from over there. And then you have the pink blossom. Also has some nice looking peppers on it. Some marigolds. Yeah, oh, jalapeno peppers growing in here too. So in case you were thinking, what can I grow in a green stalk? Can I grow peppers? Can I grow marigolds, beans, things like that? You absolutely can. And also, in case you didn't see my community post, Greenstock is having their 12-year anniversary and it's called the Throwback Sale. So they brought back the 4-tier and the 5-tier. I think it's a 5-tier leaf and a 4-tier basic. So if you're interested, I want to say they're starting at $89. I put the little thing on the screen so y'all know. I did post it in the community section though. It's raining, y'all. This is crazy. Anywho, you got beans growing on this one. We still got a few tomatoes on our patio. The plant has looked better, but we still have tomatoes on them. So we leaving them until they finish producing and then we will clear this green stalk out, these green stalks out. I feel like these green stalks are our carrot green stalks, but I'm not 100% sure. While it's drizzling like this, we're gonna step into the greenhouse just to get the water off the camera. And I'll show you what I did in here because I made some changes in here, some updates in here as well that I'm very excited about, honestly. So first one, we got some A-frame trellises from Vego. And we'll talk about these a little bit more. I have more that I plan to put elsewhere. So I'll show you me putting them together. But look at all these little melons on here, y'all. I am super duper excited. And I really like the trellises because it's gonna keep them off the ground. So yeah, the A-frame trellises are real cute and they fit perfectly over my beds. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of little baby melons, which is more than I have ever grown, if I'm honest. Like the amount that's on here is more than I've ever grown. I'm not good good at growing watermelon. Yesterday, I turned the sprinkler on in here because it was super dry. I mean, like overly dry in this greenhouse. So I turned the sprinkler on and I just let it go, right? To make sure the soil got completely moist. And so I'm sure you noticed, I pulled all of those tomatoes out. They weren't looking great. And then all of the tomatoes, well, I think there's 3 left that were on the table. I went ahead and replanted them in here. I am planning to use the trellises, just not in the A-frame over here as well. That should be easier for me. Nothing really changed over here. The peppers are doing great. I honestly need to come out here and harvest them, but I was doing more working than harvesting. We got a bunch. Also, the ants and aphids have found their way in here too. Like, this is crazy. And there isn't anything in here that I believe that would draw them. There's marigolds down here, which is supposed to make them not come to the plant. I don't have any nasturtiums in here. People were saying, like, don't plant nasturtiums. They will bring them. I think it's the ants. And I think the ants came from when I got the chip drop. I still don't regret it, but I do wish that the ants and aphids would move on. I really, really do. All right, so it has stopped raining. Where we used to have an orchard, we now move some of the green stalks. They are not all very well level. I really need to get in here and make sure I level them. Also, it is time. I should have did this yesterday before it rained. These beans can go. These are black beans and I wanted to keep them and dry them, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to clear this green stalk in the next few days and let the pods dry, and then I'll pull the beans out of them because it's just raining. What was dry is not, and this green stalk look a mess. I did amend this one right here. It's the green one, evergreen. Baby, it fell over yesterday because, like I said, it's not level. We've had rain with wind and that one fell over. And I was like, no. And then you have the strawberry green stalk in the snow, another strawberry green stalk in the strawberry color. This is what we've done with the orchard area, and I am fine with it. I actually really like it. I feel like it's giving space to the green stalks now, because before, when things got bushy, they would be like pushing up on each other. And if you remember, and breaking things too. And if you remember, my plan is leafy greens in here. Leafy greens get really big in the green stalks. I'm happy to have a lot of space for them at this point. And that way they won't be touching each other and I will still get a lot of leafy greens. So I'm excited about this. I can maneuver through there. I can even get to the grapes a lot easier. And if you didn't see my post, my community post, that's how I've been trying to keep y'all updated since I wasn't doing videos. If you saw my community post, I got a steamer juicer so that when all of these grapes come off that vine, I have an easy way to get the juice. I saw it on Sage and Stone's channel and I asked her, I was like, did you do your muscadine grapes with that? She said yes, so I went on Amazon and I purchased it. And so I'm hoping for the best with that. Here in the quick tent greenhouse, we still have patio tomatoes going. I really want to start some more patio tomatoes because I do think I could get them deep into fall in this greenhouse. And I know that they grow well in here. There's more, but I've harvested a lot out of here. And look at the new growth. Now that we are a little bit cooler, the new growth is nice and green. It looks great. They don't have any disease or anything on them from it being hot. So I really think, and look at that, new ones coming in. I really think that I'm gonna start some more. Oh, darn. I knocked it down. I should have left it alone. Anyway, there's more in here too. But for the most part right now, we're growing tomatoes. Oh, by the way, the roselle plant is looking better. I doubt I'm gonna really get anything though because we're getting so late in the season. I also dumped some of the rabbit manure in here. I need to turn the sprinkler on in here as well. And then over here, we put the black and the gray green stalks. This is where the chickens normally are. So I put them here only because these colors aren't available anymore. So when I'm showing them, I want people to be able to see colors that they might be able to get eventually. These you won't be able to get. These are my more black beans. So we got a lot of black beans this year and I'm very, very happy. And I will also say it looks like a lot, but it might not even be as much as I think it is. This will be my first time putting so many black beans all over the garden, but I'm hopeful to get enough for, 4 or 5 meals, if that. And then next year I know I need to plant more. So we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this this goes. The gray one is looking good. Look at that jalapeno pepper right there. And then, oh, this is one we definitely need to level, but look at that beautiful Swiss chard. Beautiful Swiss chard. Anywho, let's make our way into the main garden now so you can see what's going on in there. Like I said, not much has changed in here, but I still want to show you because there's a lot of growth. Between the rain and the heat, it's a lot of growth in here. The corn looking amazing. You know what else? The corn has not been fertilized yet. But look at that. That's 4 to 5 stalks in a 7-gallon grow bag. Now, again, don't know if I'm gonna get any corn, but I will also say we're very much past knee high. Was not expecting them to grow so fast, but they did. So I really need to get them fertilized. Goodness gracious, my son. So I'm very excited about the corn, like for sure. Also, I'm thinking at this point, if the seeds haven't fallen, they're just not gonna fall. We're probably gonna clear this bed out. This was our chamomile and calendula, but everything is just about dead at this point. I'm sure some seeds have fallen. That's gonna be on my list of things to do to pull this chamomile and calendula. Well, it's just dead plants at this point. And then if you come back over here, you have more tomatoes, y'all. This is the super sauce is what it's called. They are producing now. Only problem is I'm seeing disease on the tomato. And I don't know if that's because we're so late in the season, but the plant doesn't even look as diseased as the tomato does. This is probably not one that's gonna make it, but it is producing a lot, and this is a part of that plant. It is huge. It's producing a lot, but I just don't think that it's gonna make it into next year's garden, and that's okay, because look at this Supremo, babe. These Supremos are amazing. The size, amazing. That's another Supremo right there, and I've gotten quite a few that is that size. This whole little section is kind of messy, but still producing. And honestly, the plants still look good. Y'all see all those tomatoes in here? I think that is also Supremo that looks like it's got a little bit of disease on it too. I have not been doing any pruning. I'm gonna tell y'all now, they just got away from me. And right here, you got some early girls still producing. Down here, if y'all remember, these are our cucumbers. Space Master 80s that I need to figure out how to stake. I thought I was probably gonna be able to like make them go across the bags. And even if the sunflower was tall enough, I was like, they can crawl up the sunflower. That's not happening. They're crawling everywhere. This one is over here on the pepper plant. Look at that pepper. Y'all see that? It's a bunch of peppers in there, actually. Y'all see it? Very, very nice. I'm super excited this year. Anyway, it's a California Wonder or a Granville. I'm not sure, but like, look at that. Y'all see it? It's been a good year. Aphids and all. But what I was saying was, I was hoping they would maybe go up the sunflower or I could like take them across the bags. That's not happening. So while they're still somewhat small, I need to get them somewhat trellised because they're also starting to make it where I don't want to come down the aisle because I don't want to break anything. Also, y'all, I've been picking cucumbers. That one doesn't look great, but you know, they're small right now. But anyway, I've been picking cucumbers, which is why you don't see a lot out here. But oh, look at that. There goes one right there that needs to be picked. I have not harvested today, which is why we're seeing things that need to be harvested, especially blushing tomatoes with all of this rain that we have. But yeah, the cucumbers are finally doing good. Also, finally going up the trellis. I might get one trellis covered this year because you know which one is not going to be covered? This bean trellis. Baby, I planted them. They came up. They ate them again. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to stick with the beans I have. I may do another round in a green stock or something, but yeah, whatever it is does not want me to be great this year with my purple potted pole beans, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I hadn't done the rattlesnake beans, and these started coming up and getting eaten, and I was like, well, I'm not even gonna plant the rattlesnake beans. I don't see the point. But also, we have some peppers that are turning red. That plant has so many ants on it, but anyway, we got peppers that's turning red. It's another one right here. And that was my whole thing. I wanted to let some of them turn red. And you can see these two right here are starting to blush as well. So I'm excited about that. Our melon. This main garden is doing amazing, y'all. But look at that melon. I just put it up so it could have something to hold it up. But yep, melon right there. Tomatoes, blushing. Super excited about that melon. Don't know which one it is. I need to get down there and find the tag. But we are getting melon. Thank goodness, because my daughter wanted to know. Oh, this is a change. So if you remember, the eucalyptus was in front of the greenhouse. We brought her over here. I'm hoping she gets big enough to kind of not show all of this going on and I can still get around her, but we shall see. So we went ahead and kept the fig tree, and hopefully we'll be tasting figs. This fig tree will go into that bucket, well, into one of these pots. Someone asked me for the skew. Let me see here. I got them from Lowe's. That's the skew right there. But anywho, this is what we looking like. So we have the anise hyssop over here. We have the feverfew over here. Over here, you got your mint, you got your lemon balm, your comfrey, and some more feverfew is over here too. That's not gonna be there forever, home. They may not even be here forever, because when I find some dwarf fruit trees, that's what's gonna go around this bed. We talked about that already. I still didn't get around to pulling these plants out, and we have 3 plants left, and I think we have 3 spots open over here. So I need to get that done. Maybe something for tomorrow. Look at that, y'all. It's in a green stalk. Eggplants. Eggplants everywhere. I will only be planting 1, maybe 2 eggplants next year. I got way more eggplants than I need because I'm the only one who eats them. So our Armenian cucumber is dead, and that is why. Look at all of them. Do y'all see them? They everywhere. I mean, they are everywhere. But it's dead. I need to pull it, but also maybe they'll stay on that if I leave it. And then you got some early girls blushing, ready to be pulled, but you got some more down here. This also needs to come out. It's a Cherokee purple. So sad. So sad. I did get some Cherokee purple this year, so that's a plus. But I didn't get nearly as much as I would have liked. So if y'all remember, I really, really, really wanted these sunflowers. Ain't they beautiful? This is why I really, really wanted them, because they're absolutely beautiful. And these are like past their prime, and they're still beautiful. They're called teddy bear sunflowers. So they're a miniature variety, but you get a lot of heads. It's a pretty wide plant. I really like it. That's 2 plants right there, though. That's another one right here. So the beans in both beds pretty much probably about to be pulled. The royal burgundy beans didn't do great for me this year, and that's okay. I have planted them before and they did just fine. The dragon tongue beans did good. What I really want to do here is I still see flowers. So I want them to produce a bean, and then I want to save the seed. And so I might do that instead of pulling these and let them go until it's time for me to plant for fall. So that might be something that I do. It's going to look really bad right here, but it might be something that I do. The pepper plants look good back here. They're not producing well. And I think that was ants and aphids, if I could be honest. But once it is time for me to plant for fall, they're going to go into bags anyway, and hopefully they'll start producing a little bit more. And you know, that's something that's surprising me, because we got a hornworm is what we got. Hold up, y'all. I could see that from across the garden. Look at the top of these. This is how you could tell if you have a hornworm. Look. All my leaves are gone, and if I do not find it, it's going to eat the plants and it's going to eat the tomatoes. I'm not going to find it on the camera with y'all more than likely, because they very much blend in, but I'm going to have to come out here because, yeah, look, it's making its way through the tomatoes. Oh my goodness. Look, the tomatoes will grow side shoots, or not side shoots. That's not what they're called. Anyway, suckers. They'll grow suckers and grow back, but I still need to find the hornworm so that I can get it out of here, or it's gonna just keep going. Anyway, what I was about to say that I was surprised about is we still have tomato plants in bags in the middle of June, which normally, and I see the poop too. And I know I can come out here with a light that will make it glow at night. I don't have that light, and I need them out of here today. Might be more than one, I really don't know. Anyway, when I finish this video, I'm gonna come out here and harvest. So anything that's blushing, I'll be able to get that before it eats it. But what I was saying is, I'm surprised there's still tomatoes in the bags, because we're in mid-July, and normally these tomatoes would look horrible and I would have pulled them out by now. Also, I normally plant, I guess, heirloom indeterminates. These determinate tomatoes have done really well, and they're still in here in July producing a lot of tomatoes. So I'm excited. I gotta find that hornworm. This a mess. a whole entire mess, y'all. Like, I don't even know where to start with this. These tomatoes then fell over. This a mess, look. But we're gonna leave it until it's, you know, everything is ripened or ready for ripening. I can pick it and harvest it, even though we have new flowers growing. Yeah, it's a no for me. Absolutely not. If you're new here, I'm saying it's a no to the trellising options that I use. We won't be doing that again. Black beans over here looking like all the black beans everywhere in the garden, ready to be harvested and finished drying so that I can save them. So we're really about to have a lot of space open up in the garden, especially because of the black beans. So the sunflowers have flowered. They're starting to fall over. Their time is coming to an end. This is another black bean bed, also looking like all the rest of the black beans, y'all. And so that's pretty much the garden right now. The green stalks, everything that's growing right now, and it's very much giving a lot of stuff in here. Not a bad problem to have, but if you know me like I think you know me, you know I'm probably starting to feel like, get this stuff out of here. But I'm not doing that yet because we have a lot of food still left in that garden. Anyway, how's your garden doing? Let me know. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.